Today I'm reviewing a novel I received for free in exchange for review from Waldorf Press. It's called The Seven Seeds of Summer. Despite receiving a free book, I am still entirely honest about it because I don't want you to ever be in the position of buying a bad book. Essentially, the story is a Greek love story set in the modern day. So if you imagine that all the Greek gods and goddesses have made it as far as the modern day, these are the kind of things that they might become involved in. On the positive side, it is a good story. I would categorize it as fairly enthralling. Once you get started, it pulls you along quite nicely. The character development of the protagonist, Summer, is epic. In her change from a naive college student to a full-grown woman who's, matured into an adult relationship. Despite being essentially a romance and passionate, it's not trashy. I wouldn't be concerned about giving this to my teenagers to read. It would not teach them anything they shouldn't know yet. To the negative, though, the story it abounds with typographical problems. There are so many typos, misused words, idioms that don't make any sense. It's obvious that the spell check has been used. The problem is that no one seems to have actually read it closely in order to determine that some of the words used just aren't appropriate. The writing is clumsy, and it's sometimes just completely laughable. My favorite example was from page 270, in which I quote, "I watched him disappear behind his black door and heard it silently close." If that's the sort of thing that doesn't bother you, then you'll be fine. But it made everyone in the room with me kind of burst out laughing because, of course, you can't hear something silently do anything. And this is just one example of the sort of clumsy word use that's in play throughout this novel. So if that sort of thing doesn't bother you, then go for it. Otherwise, it's a pretty profound distraction. So in the end, I would categorize this as a good story. It just fails in the execution. As I said, completely distracted by just the poor writing and the poor editing. It's just someone needs to go through and hack it apart and figure out what they're really trying to say in a more succinct and narratively effective way. So that's it. Thank you.